Let's go. Welcome back. Thursday nights. Hope you're having lovely Thursday nights. I've got a chessboard. Back to standard chess. My opponent's playing a French defense. You know Mila playing the Alekhine's attack against the French defense, but my opponent isn't playing this. It's just saving it, but usually they eventually will play it. I'm going to put the bishop here. Moving here. Go. I'll bring with this castle. Yeah, castle. Opponent improves the bishop. Can either bring the pawn one square or two squares. If I'm anticipating my opponent to castle queenside, then it's usually good to have this pawn structure. But I feel like that's not going to happen. But still, I'm going to play this d3 instead of d4, keeping the knight over here. Opponent is being cautious, not allowing the bishop to come in. The bishop is already kind of developed on its starting square. I could do this, or I could do this. I'm going to play this c3. It's a bit aggressive. I'm going to slow this down. Removing here, though, just in case my opponent does play this g4. Opponent does play g4. Very aggressive play. Very aggressive play by my opponent. All kinds of coordination. The rook's going to come over. What to do? Am I worried? So for now, the queen's not coming in. I'm going to get my rook active. Not too worried about this sensitive f2. Now I can get the bishop active. Now the pawns come forward. This is a weakening move if it's played. This f6. No, opponent just drops the bishop back. I think I'm going to... Just worried if I bring the queen here. Well, I have to defend the bishop or take. And if I... You know what, I'm going to take. Queen takes. Getting a knight in the game. Queen wants to come here. I think... Is this pawn going to start rolling forward? No. Queen here. The king is feeling a little vulnerable. With all these pieces kind of aiming at the king side. But I think this is the way. Try to chip away at this pawn structure. My opponent likely castle queenside here. I wish I could castle a second time. That's not the way chess works. And earlier I did say, you know, if you anticipate your opponent castling queenside, it's good to keep this pawn structure, this, but I have this. This is solid enough. I'm gonna go for this caveman hack attack, pushing this a pawn, trying to chip away at this. There's coordination here. For the moment, the knight does defend, but I feel the need. Of course, if you play here, then there's this. I can take here. They're gonna play here. If pawn comes forward, I take with the knight. Then this bishop is super active on this diagonal. Oh, I can try to trade off this bishop. This is probably a very wise move. This is a lovely bishop that my opponent has. Not only a defensive bishop, it's a very excellent offensive bishop. Definitely try to trade off this bishop. In fact, I probably could have done it instead of playing this. Okay, without any further ado, going here, pre-moving here. Now the bishop is pinned. And despite the yapping, well, down a full minute. Yeah, grab that. Check him if you got him. And I'm going to bring this knight in. I don't like this knight here. I'd be happy to exchange the knight, exchange the queens. So, okay, but if knight takes, I can consider pawn takes too. I mean, it does seem like a good idea to keep as many pieces on the board and keep it as dynamic as possible. Maybe this rook wants to come to the d file, extraing the queen on the d file. This pawn wants to come forward. What is this queen thinking? Queen's coming here with the idea of pushing this pawn. Well, I have coordination here with the queen and the rook. This is a bit slow because I do have this check. Okay, so I'll have the check. It's a check here as well. King can't come here. King's coming here. I'm going to check here. But now there's no check here. There is a check here. The king comes here. I'm going to check here because that way the queen can maybe get active after king comes here. And if, well, king can, okay, there is a check here, but king comes here. Check here. Can't push the pawn. The knight is loose. Okay, are we repeating moves? Or is the rook coming in? Knight takes, or do I try to double? Or even just this? But quickly, am I worried about this? No, I'm going to play here. I think I'm okay. If takes, it is a bit scary. Maybe pushing past was the idea. Oh no, you just take. Oh, is this an idea too? To lift the rook here, which goes after this, but also goes after the here. So when the king comes over, if I had it checked. I think this could have been a useful rook move lift as well. Okay, check is forcing, knight takes. This rook comes over, isn't a move, so I'm actually going to push past here. The queen is not checking. The rook is blockaded by its own pawn. It's a bit of a shield for me. Threatening to double rooks. Down about 30 seconds. When it lashes out. Grabs his pawn. Still no checks though. Do I just coordinate or do I check here? King comes here. Can I afford to double? I think I can still double. There's no checks, right? I don't think I'm missing anything. No check here. So at the moment, I'm down a full knight. Down 30 seconds. King safety. Both of our kings look a little shaky. Does this check work if my opponent plays a nothing move? Check here. Knight takes. Check again. King goes somewhere. I grab the rook. Okay, that's a move. Trying to stay in the game. What's the idea though? What's the follow-up? Sheesh. Okay, there's a check here. If knight takes, check here. Right, this check here. The opponent's threatening this mate. Do I play here? Do I play here? I have 33 seconds. I feel like there's something. Just not seeing it immediately. So check here. Forcing. You know what, I'm just going to throw this check in. What else can I do? Check here. 22 seconds. Okay, king can't come here. King can't come here. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's check the computer valuation here. I can't believe I didn't see that immediately. And we'll quickly look at the game while the computer's thinking. Working out. Okay, it was a French defense. Steinitz attack. One is very aggressive here. Don't usually see this kind of stuff in French defenses. But the Steinitz attack really does make the French a lot different. Desperation move, this check, and of course this checkmate. Let's go. Any guesses on the accuracy? 73% accuracy, 71 70-point loss is quite high. 6 blunders is quite high. 1 mistake, 1 inaccuracy. My opponent played 51%, 104 70-point loss. 3 blunders, 5 mistakes, 5 inaccuracies. Let's go. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Cheers.